Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another edition of ILFL Soccer Nights live on NTV. First of all, I'd like to welcome my guest. I've got Nanu on my left, I've got Jakir from Mohammedan Sporting Club, and I've got Ajmal here to discuss all footballing matters. What a day it was yesterday, 23rd of April. We were all in Northampton. If you had been watching the show 2 weeks ago, the live draw for the UK BFC 2017 was done on this show. We had 16 teams representing, 4 from London, 12 from different other cities and towns, from Newcastle, from Bradford, from Wellingborough, Northampton, Cambridge, various other places, all competing for the one competition, which was the UK BFC, the United Kingdom Bangladesh Football Championship 2017, the bragging rights. Who's going to be the champions of this year? It took place yesterday, and what a day it was, and what an event. If I could just speak to my guest to give an overview of how the event goes. Nano, you were there yesterday. What was your take on the event itself? It
just gets better and better every year, honestly. We've been running this for a number of years now, and it's in partnership with various other organisations, and all of the partners put in every effort to ensure. And
this year it was Northern FC from Northampton who actually hosted the show, the event itself.
Yeah, and everybody puts in all of their efforts to ensure that the experience is excellent, and I'm sure everybody agrees that the experience was absolutely marvellous. The atmosphere was electric. It was an absolutely nice day. Everything started on plan. All the games started as planned, and nothing went wrong.
Even the weather was with us. It was a beautiful morning from 10 o'clock. It was there, nice and sunny, not too hot, not too cold.
Not too cold.
Ideal condition for footballing. Let's get Ajmal. Obviously, you were there with Hawk and Eagle. You've been there last year. Obviously, the expectation was high. How was your take on the beginning of the tournament, or the tournament itself overall?
Well, Nani pretty much explained regarding the day, but in terms of the football, I thought there was some great football being played by all the teams, really exciting teams as well. In terms of the actual games and the players, there was a great sort of like atmosphere, no sort of incidents regarding the actual games, played in a professional manner. I thought to myself that, it was great. From start to finish, including the semi-finals as well.
So credit to the organizer, the host, Northampton FC from Northampton.
Fantastic job.
Okay, Jackie, obviously, let's get your thought as well, because obviously you, without giving out any results, we'll discuss later on. Obviously, you haven't been in the competition for a number of years now. You're back in the scene this year, representing Essex itself. How was your thought process, or was what you expected, or how did you see the tournament itself?
It was actually a lot better than expected. Usually when you go to tournaments, you expect one or two hiccups here along the way, but it was nice and smooth. I think the organisers went above and beyond what they needed to do to ensure that it was a fantastic day. It was so good that even the weather was on point, like you said. So it was absolutely brilliant. Pleasure to be there, and tournaments like that make us want to be part of the tournament scene going forward.
And I think for me, what was nice to see the brothers from different towns, from up north and south, Midlands, all in one venue. It was just nice to be, the atmosphere was brilliant. Just for the viewers, obviously, if you were there, and we do have some footages, hopefully it's ready for me to show. If I can show, if I can show some footages for you viewers to see what you missed out on. Can we have the VT, please? Okay. Then we'll. Can you hear anything? Is it music? I can't hear nothing. Take us. Wait, bullet. What's it? All right, we seem to have a technical difficulty. We'll come back to it. In the meantime, let's obviously look at or discuss other events itself. Obviously, just to let viewers know, and the UK Championship itself, it's organised by the partners, the 3 partners. There's ILFL, the Northern United FC, and Shapla League from Birmingham. These are 3, the management committee of UK BFC, and obviously, as you probably know, each year it's hosted in different places. Obviously, 4 years ago it was in Milton Keynes, then it was then one is in London, then last year it was in Birmingham, and obviously this year is in Northampton with our partners, Northern United FC. The idea is obviously to promote Bangladeshi football throughout the UK, and hopefully the board will try and take it to different locations, so it's ideal for everyone to travel rather than just having it in one place itself. itself. It's again a tournament that promotes Bangladeshi players so they can showcase their talent representing town, and hopefully we'll see more youth coming through the system itself. As well, I know in the recent years we saw a lot of teams in the beginning, not so many youth. This year, a lot of teams actually brought some young players with them.
I thought this year there was much more youth compared to last year.
And this is what we want to see going forward.
Well, it's encouraging Bangladeshi players, and that's the only way you're going to. That's the only way you're actually going to do that. Actually, these kind of massive tournaments, bring in your young players, get them to have experience. Because, you know, this is the limelight basically, and what more pressure scenarios would you have to actually play in that kind of tournament? You're not going to get that in your normal Sunday League tournaments.
Jackie, obviously, Mohammed's point of view, did you, obviously from what I saw, there was a lot of new faces. Was that intentionally, or was it because of the change of team itself?
I think a bit of both. I mean, with the new faces comes a change of players and teams anyway. The idea was, like we said, you want to inspire new players to come in and take the team forward, because the youngsters are the lifeblood of not just our football team, but Bangladeshi football
in general.
In general, yeah. So it's important for us as a team, as an organisation, to introduce.
Sorry, Jack. I've just been told the footage is ready. So if you can have a quick look at the footage, and we'll come back and we'll discuss the whole tournament in more further detail. If you can show the footage now, please. What's with that sound? Are you sounding there? And there you have it. That was a snapshot of all the footage from yesterday's events. What we're going to do now is obviously let's look at the results itself. Obviously, look at the group stages. If I can just get the information on the screen to show you the first group results. All right, right, the Group A. I'm not going to go through all the results, but just to see the results after the games are completed. Right, so there seems to be a problem here. Right, Group A, Lazelle Strikers won all 3 games, were top with 9 points. MK Galacticos came second with 6 points, winning 2 games and losing 1. Our very own Hawk Illegal came third place with 1 point, drawing 1 game and losing 2. And Bradford, I think one of the big teams, high expectation, came fourth with 1 point, only 1 draw. No, I think that table, I think Lazelle Strikers were the best team in that group.
They were the best team in the group. I mean, you could see the style of play and the youth that they got. They played really amazing football. MK Galacticos was another team that actually achieved this time quite a bit. It's one of the teams that I've been following for a number of years now, and I have to say I'm a bit of a fan of them. I like the organisation, I like the management, I like the way they handle things, how they run the organisation and everything. And I think it's one of those teams that have been underachieving for the last number of years. But then again, you would question, well, how many years do you have to wait until they start seeing some
success?
At
least they've gone through. The other team I'm looking at, Hawk Illegal, you're obviously, Ajmal, you're here yourself. High expectation, going to semi-final last year, this year not qualifying. What was different?
I think we had younger players, so we lacked a bit of inexperience in terms of, I think we should have probably, in hindsight, had a few more better players. I think nerves were also the key factor as well. I think because we did so well last year, I think this year round, I think there was a bit of pressure on us to actually do more, and I think that showed, especially in the first game. And then the second
I think the key game is the first game. If you don't get the result first game, then you're under pressure in second, and then everything falls down on the last game. With Bradford, obviously Nasir Bhai's team all the way from Bradford came down. There was high expectation. I don't think they delivered. Was there any particular reason, or was it just the Birmingham team, the Zills were bang on form? Yeah,
they were bang on form, and I think it was a bit of a wake-up call for Jubodol as well. I didn't think they had the relevant quality that you would need. Maybe, I mean, there was a few players that looked quite good, but as a team, they didn't respond very well to the competition itself. Maybe a lot more preparation, and maybe ensuring that they have the right qualities in the right places to ensure that they're a little bit more successful in the coming years. But this year, I think it's been quite disastrous for them, honestly.
Okay, so there you have it. That's the Group A. Lazelle Strikers from Birmingham topping the group, and MK Galacticos comes runners-up in second place, both going to the quarter-final. What we're going to do is we're coming to the end of the first segment, so obviously we'll discuss the other 3 groups in further details. So we're going to take a short break. Don't go away. Stay with us. We'll see you in a few minutes.